Hello, families. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what reading is going to look like at home. So it's a little tricky. I know I have all the books here with me, and I wish I could just somehow transport them to you so your kids could read out of real readers. Unfortunately, that's not possible. So we're going to talk about a couple of your options to help your kid read for 20 minutes every day. So the first option is read with a parent. And I know a lot of you at home have some of those favorite books like Brown Bear, or any other books that you might have that you would read at night with your child. You can spend 20 minutes every day reading with your child. That is option number one. So when you're reading with your child, it's going to sound a little bit like my read alouds. If you've watched one of my videos, go ahead and take a peek and see what that experience feels like. You're going to have your child really close to you, of course. The book's going to be in the middle so you both can see it. And as you're reading, you can even use your finger to follow along with the words so your child understands that you are reading the words and looking at the pictures. You can do this every day. That is totally fine to do reading time with your child this way. Another type of reading that I would like kids to do, if possible, is reading at their own level. So I often will give kids these kinds of books. This one's called In the Shopping Cart, and they are focused on exactly where your kid can read right now. So we like bananas, we like apples, we like oranges. Unfortunately, books like these are a little trickier to get access to here in Korea. I know that some of you have access to public libraries. Typically, these kinds of books, those ones you would read at night, are easier to find at libraries on whether you're on Camp Humphreys or wherever you are. These might be a little easier to find. So to try to solve this problem, we have an online program called Raz-kids. Sometimes it's called Reading A to Z. It's one big company, and basically it has books for your child to read, but online. So we're going to take a look at that. So I'm going to turn on this iPad. You're going to need to download the app on your child's device. Remember we talked about setting up a device for your child using setting up a device for your child, putting Seesaw on it so they can access Seesaw throughout the day. You'll also want to put this on your child's device. So the first thing you do is you're going to go to your app store. All right. So here we go. And you're going to look for Raz-kids. And here it pops up. First one is called Kids A to Z. Remember, Raz-kids and Kids A to Z are the same company. So it should pop up no problem. You could type in Kids A to Z, you'll still find it. So we're gonna go ahead and click that. You're gonna buy it or update it. Mine says update, and it's gonna be thinking about that for a while. And once you have it, it should appear on your screen. And mine has a little robot guy. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, here's right down there. And we're gonna need to make sure that you enter the teacher's name. Now, the teacher's name isn't my name specifically. It's on that sheet I'm sending home with you. There's a little PDF document that I have linked in here in this message that says the name of the teacher. And it's a little silly. I'm gonna double check it real quick. Let me come off screen for a moment. All right. I'm going to double check so you can hear what the teacher's name is because it's a little goofy. So the teacher's name is Key, K-E-Y 00. That's Key, K-E-Y 00. So when you get to this page right here, it says Kids A to the Z on your app, you're going to enter in that teacher name, which is Key, K-E-Y 00. Do you see that? All right, and now you see rows that are color coded, so red, orange, yellow, and that last one's green. Oops, oh no, I clicked on something. And the student names are listed, and this is kind of brilliant, of course. It has the kids' names, but you can also have them memorize their color and shape. So for example, Hayato's in the top corner, he's a red square, whereas Mari is an orange square. This will be really helpful because we have two Ferrises. Ferris, we call him Old Ferris sometimes, who's been around forever. He's this orange star, and New Ferris is a green square, okay? So now that you're here, you're not going to want to go into any other kid's account other than your own child's. So if I'm Ziad, I'm going to click here, that plus sign, and I have a password. Now on that PDF I sent you, it has your super special password on it. Hopefully your child doesn't mind that I picked for them. It might not be their favorite password, but it is what I selected. So go ahead and use the password and it will log you in. I'm actually going to be a little sneaky right now. I'm gonna sign into Alarix and use his password. Okay. All right, so now I'm signed into Alarix, and we're going to wanna go into the reading room or level up, okay? I would recommend level up because it's the section that is the just right readers. All of these guys I've picked for your kids. The reading room lets them read any kind of book. It could be an early reader or a more complicated reader. So go ahead and click leveled up. That's thinking. Oh, next. See, and this is probably what you'll experience at home is a couple technology problems, things that are slow. I apologize. You're going to have to teach your children patience with technology and just being comfortable with that waiting time. And I think it's a good life lesson, though. Okay, so here we go. Here's all these different readers in here. And maybe Alaric's going through, because I'm pretending to be Alaric right now, and he decides, oh, I'm going to read this one, Birds of Color, or Bird Colors, excuse me. And right now, it's reading aloud to me, and I got to make sure I turn on the volume. Bird Colors.
By Anthony Curran.
It's very nice. It highlights the word as they read, so that this bird is green. So you're able to follow along, okay? So the first time the kid reads the book, they're going to have it read with them. But then the second time, oh, see? Technology. All right. So the first one is listening. That's why it has little earphones as the picture. They're going to listen to it. The second time, they read it all by themselves. So there's going to be no voices. They need to go through and read the words. And the last one right here, the question mark, is they'll take a quiz at the end. Their job, because I can manage this. I see what kids have done throughout the day, how long they've been on here, what kinds of questions they answered, whether they answered them correctly or incorrectly. So I am managing a lot of this from behind the scenes. So when they've read these books and they're really proficient, I'll move them up to a different level. So it's really wonderful if your kid likes this and it doesn't bother you. You can give them quite a bit of time to practice reading on this application. If this is you're not a fan of having screen time, I would highly recommend reading with your child at night, reading books, or if you can somehow get your hands on these early readers, that'd be awesome. So those are our two main reading choices. So when I tell you that you and your child should practice reading 20 minutes every day, you can have them work on Raz-kids, that Reading A to Z app, or you can have them work in real books with you. That's your choice, okay? Because I can monitor Raz-kids, no problem, and I see your child's work, you don't need to report back to me on anything. But if I'm noticing I don't see activity on Raz-kids, your child hasn't logged in or hasn't read any books, I'm going to ask that you send me some information about what books you're reading and what you're noticing with your child's reading. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your patience and rolling with the punches with me. And I will continue to send you videos throughout the week. Hopefully it's just 1 week. And I just thank you for your patience and understanding that I am not an actress and I will make mistakes in these videos. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to email me, message me, whatever you need to do. Alrighty, have a wonderful time.